right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Newton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on third down, Newton. And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On first down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Newton throwing again. Right around the 6, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano for the extra point. Extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Newton again. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott going up top. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to sling this deep down, and it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Newton on first down.
Coming in.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Torrey Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
46.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton now to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. A dump off to Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken. Down at the 29. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. His throw incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here you go.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
On the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
20.
And we're back now in Charlotte. Now a first down throw for Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Second down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
On the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Panthers have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Switch. 26, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
26, 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Switch, switch, and 8. We'll go 47, 26, 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though,
and Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And he's able to put it through. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
and I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2.
Ready? Ready? Great.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Breaks a tackle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing here, Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a third down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Great. What's that? Like 80? Under 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ready? Like 80? Ready?
They snap it to Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this This defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Newton's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.